Hello everyone, today I'll be sharing another legal story with you. So basically on 22nd September 2025, the Supreme Court was dealing with the case of Abhimanyu versus the state of Kerala. Okay, and in order to understand this case, let's first understand the background of the case. Okay, so basically in this case, the trial court they granted bail to the five accused in December 2022 after 1 year of custody. So the accused were in a custody for a period of 1 year, and thereafter the bail has been granted by the trial court. And after bail has been granted by the trial court, the state they went into the appeal before the high court, right? And after 2 years, that is in December 2024, the high court set aside the bail order of the trial court in which they granted bail. So basically their bail has been cancelled by the high court. Okay, the Supreme Court, while hearing the appeal, right, against the decision of the High Court, they were hearing the appeal, and while hearing, they observed that the accused had already undergone a custody for a period of 1 year and was on bail for a period of 2 years. Okay, this was before the High Court made order regarding the setting aside of the bail. Okay, thereafter, the Supreme Court observed that the concerns regarding the tampering of evidences and influencing of witness could be addressed by imposing stringent conditions. So, if let's say we grant the bail, then in that case we can impose such stringent conditions upon the five accused so that we can prevent the tampering of evidences and the influencing of the witnesses. In this regard, the state in this regard reports that there are previous criminal antecedents of the accused, and the court said that such antecedents by themselves cannot constitute ground for denial of bail, right? So states argued that there are previous criminal antecedents of the accused, and on that the court said that the previous criminal antecedents could not be made a basis for the cancellation of the bail or the denial of the bail, right? The Supreme Court referred the case of Ayub Khan versus the state of Rajasthan, in which it was held that depending upon the peculiar circumstances of each case, the court can grant bail in spite of the existence of previous antecedents. So the court said that in this case of Ayub Khan versus the state of Rajasthan, the court said that depending upon the facts and the circumstances of each case, the court can grant bail despite the existence of the previous antecedents of the accused, right? So bail can be granted even though there exist previous antecedents depending upon the facts and circumstances of the case. The court observed that in the present case 141 witnesses have to be examined, and it will take time to and the trial will take time to conclude, right? And the accused has not been involved in any similar offense, so there is no involvement of accused in any similar offense since the grant of bail. So since the grant of bail by the trial court, they were not involved in any similar offenses. Okay, therefore the court lean in favor of liberty rather than containment and granted bail to all the five accused, right? The judgment in this case stated Justice Krishna Iyer's doctrine that bail being the rule and jail is an exception. Okay, so bail is a rule and jail is an exception, and this doctrine cannot be ignored. Okay, so what is the learning in this case is? The learning in this case is, despite the existence of previous criminal antecedents, the court can grant bail depending upon the facts and circumstances of each case. Okay, and this is what we learned from this case. Thank you so much.